What's going on Instagram? It's your boy ChrisCoFit, aka Mr. I Got Posted for Sale. And as you know, I'm always reading and rereading books. That's one of the things that I like to do. I'm gonna start giving y'all recommendations. This book right here is very essential to your arsenal. You know, whenever you start a business, or if you already got a business and you're trying to propel your business. Me, I read this book already once, and I'm reading it again. You know, taking a lot of notes, highlighting some things that you can see. Some of these places I got them highlighted, but I haven't really, jotted down any notes. So that means that I didn't retain that information. So right now it's just really about retaining the information that I got, and then once I read it, go back and take action and implement these things into my system, which I do online. The greatest thing that you could take out of this book, the ultimate blueprint for an insanely successful business, written by Keith Cunningham, is the financial literacy, which you absolutely need to have. You need to understand, you definitely need to understand revenue and assets, profits, operating cash flow, and how to utilize balance sheets, how to understand balance sheets, how to understand your income statements, how to understand how to actually really calculate what your profit is. Most of us go into the thing as with the understanding that every time there's a money problem, we need to increase the cost of our product or our service. And this book actually helps you understand that you don't actually have to do that. You can take care of some things in the expenses area. You can better create a better pricing formula for, per unit or per person, or however you have it. Maybe you selling goods, maybe you selling a bunch of programs and things like that online, like I do. What's a great price point versus my competitors, and what's my value proposition? This book actually breaks it down and explains a lot of it. But the key thing is you need to know what's going in, you need to know what's coming out, you need to know what your expenses is, you need to understand what the difference between the money you make off investments versus what you make off of your actual business or the things that you sell. You need to understand why it's important not to mix the two together, why it's important to understand how to calculate taxes, or why it's important to not try to get tax breaks for crazy things that, like a car or vacations and trips, why you shouldn't mix business with your own personal wants as a whole, because that ultimately drives down what your actual revenue actually truly is, drives those numbers down. Then they give you different solutions, different softwares, different suggestions on going about getting an accounting, from the, in the beginning stages, and even when you start to develop your business and it grows, where you should reach out to next. So definitely invest into this book if you haven't started your business yet, and just really understand, furthermore, balance sheets, expenses, profits, revenue, all these different things, income statements, cash flow statements. Really understand and digest that, because that is the key driver into creating a successful business. Anybody and everybody has a product, a service. We all selling the same thing essentially. But what's gonna keep you afloat is understanding what's going in, keeping those costs down, and maximizing on those profits with the least amount of effort. I keep emphasizing this to my friends, emphasizing this to myself over and over again, that with technology, there's infinite and an unlimited amount of resources and ways to do things to generate a consistent cash flow. So with that being said, this is the first book that I'm presenting to you guys. I think you should go out. Amazon has it, and get the book again. This is like the 17th time I done repeated the name of this book, The Ultimate Blueprint for Insanely Successful Business. Copy it. Let me know what y'all think, y'all thoughts. Till next time, ChrisCoFit, I'm signing out. I got the spectacles on this time because this is a smart topic.